Sometimes I get to thinking I was back in the old days long ago. When we were kids, when we were young, things seemed so perfect then, you know. The days were endless, we were crazy, we were young. The sun was always shining, we just lived fun. Sometimes it seems like lately, I just don't know. The rest of my life's been just a show. Those were the days of our lives. The bad things in life were so few. Those days are all gone now, but one thing remains. When I look and I find no change. You can't turn back the clock, you can't turn back the tide. Ain't that a shame? I'd like to go back one more time on a roller coaster ride. My life was just a game. No use in sitting and thinking on what you did, when you can lay back and enjoy it through the kids. Sometimes it seems like lately, I just don't know. Better sit back and go with the flow. These are the days of our lives. They've flown in the swiftness of time. These days are all gone now, but one thing remains. When I look and I find hope still survives. Oh yeah.
You guys are here. Oh, this is great. The Bohemians are back. The fight's on.
How to escape?
Do I know you? Your friends aren't there, dude. Their bodies are, but their spirits are gone. They've been processed.
What do you mean?
This is where they all come. The guys and the chicks who are trying to break on through to the other side and failed.
So why do they come here?
You mean apart from in order to get permanently pissed?
Yes.
There's something about this place. It's like there's a spirit here. Long ago, before global warming, the lake out there was a lot smaller. Who knows? Maybe there's something out there underneath the waters. Something that these washed out mothers have to be close to.
So, who are you?
I was a librarian, Asteroid Babe. But, it was the place where the secret histories were kept, and I got a bit too interested in all of it.
They processed you.
They tried. I guess I knew just a little bit too much. They couldn't wipe it all. I may be pretty screwed up, but I'm still the most together guy in the 7 seas. That's why I'm the barman.
So, do you remember anything of what you read? Of the secret histories?
Only one story. A legend so strong and powerful, they could not wipe it from my brain.
We'd love to hear about it, Mr.
Pop. They call me Pop.
Could you tell us all about it? Why is it mysterious Pop?
Of course. At the very beginning of music homogenization in the 21st century, there were those who foresaw the nightmare that was to come. It was a time of boy bands, and of girl bands, and boy and girl bands, and girl bands with a couple of boys in them who looked quite like girls. They called themselves bands, but they weren't really. They were just pretty dancers with multi-track voices.
It's been like that ever since.
Exactly. A 300-year bum vibe.
It all sounds so plausible, but how can you be so sure?
Because it was foretold. take a look at this.
Wow, what is it?
It's a Video. A Video Tape. Look at all of them. They all want it, you know, but they can't have it. Because it's mine. It's my precious. I stole it, you see, on the day I was captured. And I kept it with me through 10 long years of hell in a laser cell. Secreted, hidden, wedged deep between the murky cleft of my sweat.
That is too much information, Pop. Just tell us what it is.
It is a warning laid down in antiquity. A message from the past. Watch ye seekers of the truth. I shall place the Video in the television. Watch ye seekers of the truth and learn.
Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality. Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see.
That's where it all goes a bit wrong. There's nothing left. The rest was taped over with an episode of something called Big Brother. What a load of twats.
Those four beautiful girls.
Actually, they're blokes.
But what they sang, it was so beautiful.
Yes, I know. And it has so much meaning to it as well. Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy?
Yeah.
Come on, cyberspace. It predicts a time when kids would be caught in a landslide of computer-recorded aerodyne pop. C-R-A-P.
Crap.
Exactly. It predicts a time when crap would dominate the charts.
Who were these geniuses? These visionary prophets?
They were warriors. They were titans. They were members of a rock freedom fighter collective known as Queen! I said, known as Queen! And you see, having issued their warning, Queen decided to fight back. Are you all right, Cliff Richard? Don't you worry about Cliff Richard. He's indestructible. Anyway, to safeguard the future of rock and roll, Queen decided to bury their finest instrument on planet Mall somewhere hidden to protect against a time when there would be none.
You mean there's real instruments buried somewhere on the planet?
Yes, but they've lain hidden for 300 years. You see, Queen wore deep and terrible spells to protect the instruments of those not worthy of playing them.
So, what happened to Queen?
The first of their number died young. He was too wild, too beautiful for this world. The other three, they rocked on into the new century, pausing only to create a smash hit musical based upon their greatest hits. Eventually, all three of them were found by Globalsoft and killed. It's said, though, that the hairiest of the group, a man named Brian, was allowed a final wish before execution. He asked to be allowed to play one last rock guitar solo, and with it, he was able to postpone his execution by 3.5 days.
What's going on?
Oh, don't you freak out, pretty lady. They steal our water all the time now. The lick's almost down to its original level.
But look, what's that? Emerging from the water? A man?
A statue!
A statue of bronze and rock?
Who is he? Who does he represent?
I know him. I saw many images of him in the secret histories. He is one of the freedom fighters of Queen! The greatest of their number! The brightest star of his age!
Star! Bright star! run it at all. It's music.
But Queen buried the instruments. How can they be buried in rock?
Live rock and roll music. The place of champions, I'm sure. He's facing towards it. The star is facing north. Well, north and a bit west. But to the place he once ruled. The place where people came together to be together.
The place of champions.
Exactly. The machines may have torn down the towers and the stands, but they could never destroy the spirit of what was once called Wembley Stadium.
We have to move quickly. If the cops have seen the star too, then they'll be there too.
I'll come with you. I can show you how to get there.
But we need transport. We need wheels.
Bicycle, bicycle, bicycle.
Bugger that! We have to say rock and roll. We cannot turn up on a bike.
Are you sure? I mean, it's very eco.
But not very cool.
You're right, crazy lady. We'll take my Harley. Rock's transport of choice. It might not be as fastly nor as efficient as a Japanese bike, but I tell you, it sounds humongous. You get on behind me. Ooh, that's nice. You know, it's been a long time since I felt the soft, warm thighs of a rebel chick wrapped around my Welsh ass.
Forget it. I'll go front.
Okay, but don't blame me if I push the button.
I think I'm going to puke. Gather, get on behind me and don't get any fresh ideas.
It's time to move into the mighty Queen. It's time to move into the mall.
The word rhymes with banker.
Get on your bikes and ride.